Hey, Shalom. First of all, I give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Ramak from Great Millstone, Miami, and got another video I want to go into, and it's about comforting and exhorting the Akim. You know, we got to remember to do that in the midst of admonishment, in the midst of getting on one another, which, hey, we got to do that. You got to also comfort and exhort one another too. That got to come from this body also, because it's not going to come from any other source. It's not going to come from this world, you know. It's going to come from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, first of all, and he uses men. Just like he uses men to teach, he's going to use his men to admonish. Iron sharpeneth iron, and he's going to use his men to also comfort and exhort one another, man. You got to remember to do that part. Now, this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 3. But he that prophesieth speaketh unto men to edification and exhortation and comfort. Right. And that's what we do. We prophesy. We go out on the streets. We prophesy. We prophesy on these videos. We prophesy when we amongst one another, you know, at fellowship. And we do it for the sake of edifying one another, which is building each other up, building up the nation of Israel, you know, like King David said in Psalm 51, telling the Lord to build up the walls of Jerusalem. That's what it's about, to build. You know, we ain't about tearing down. We're about building up. And also it says unto exhortation. We exhorting one another, admonishing, you know, motivating, encouraging, and also comfort. Right. We comfort one another through the scriptures, because the scriptures are the comforter, but also with good words towards one another, you know. Because we all we got. We got Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, we got the Akim. And this world is against us. So we gotta make sure that we build up each other, man. Through whatever. Some comfort the brother in good, and comfort a brother when something bad going on, you know. Let's say a brother done went off, and this is a sincere brother. He just went off, you know, and he had to get checked. That brother had to get checked. And at the same time, okay, don't forget, this brother is sincere about Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. If you see that, comfort that brother. Tell that brother, get up, man. And, hey, let's keep going, keep fighting, keep pushing, you know? Remember that part, because we want Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to comfort us, right? So, shoot, be that same way towards your brother. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 11. Wherefore, comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also ye do, right? So, amongst this body, that's what need to be going on. Comforting and edifying one another. We teach one another the scriptures. We go into the breakdowns. If a brother going off, you let him know. Sometimes it has to be harsh. Sometimes it be like that. And then with that, we also comfort one another, man. We also comfort one another. Tell the brother, hey, it's gonna be all right through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It's gonna be cool. Just do this, do that, pray on it out, and let's keep pushing, man. See you at fellowship. See you at camp, you know. Send some prayers up. Let's go, Wak. That goes a long way, man. It goes a long way. This is verse 14, same chapter, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. Now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly, which we supposed to do that, because that's judgment, you know. Because what Yahweh Shai said in Matthew chapter 23, I believe it's verse 23, mercy. Matter of fact, let me get it, because I don't want to mess that one up. I don't want to mess that one up. Let me get that real quick. Matthew chapter 22, chapter 23. Matthew chapter 23, verse 23. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you pay tithe of mint and anise and cumin, and have omitted the weightier matters of the law, judgment, mercy, and faith. These ought ye to have done, and not to leave the other undone. So right, we gotta remember judgment. You making sure brothers on point, putting up their videos, being active a part of this body, you know, and also mercy when a brother slip up or fall, because the scriptures say a righteous man falleth, you know. So if a brother slip up, the whole world ain't got to freaking end, or the whole wheel ain't got to be reinvented. You show mercy also, you know. Don't leave none of those undone, with faith, judgment, mercy, and faith. So back at 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, Verse 14, now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly. So right, we do get on each other, you know, because we men. We ain't little kids around here, man. So we are men, so you should be able to take rebuke, you know. Also, comfort the feeble-minded, because you're going to have different spirits in your camps, man. Not everybody's going to be, you know, that bold brother, you know. It all works, man, because we all one body. So you're going to have some brothers that need more comfort in their minds, you know. Or it may be that bold brother. And at one point, you know, you never know what a brother going through. You know, hey, it's either tribulation or a brother made him, you know, he done fell short of the glory. Hey, you might need some comfort, you know. That's what we here for. But comfort the feeble-minded, support the weak, be patient toward all men. Right. That's what we ought to be, man. Patient toward all men, because we need the Lord to be patient with us. Because, man, if he wasn't long-suffering, all of us would be through. Every single one of us. So let's remember that, you know. And when we getting on each other, it's for love, man. Ultimately, it's for love. It's not because you've been waiting to cut somebody out, you know. You've been heated or whatever, and you just take an opportunity, you know, use that as a reason to just cut somebody out. It's for exhortation. It's for comfort. It's for edifying and building each other up. This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 1. But I determined this with myself, and this is Apostle Paul speaking to the church at Corinth. This is the second epistle to them. The first epistle, he was getting on them. You know, he actually made them sorry, you know, for things that they did, you know, and it worked out good for them. So this is Apostle Paul writing to them the second time. So 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 1. But I determined this with myself, that I will not come again to you in heaviness. Right. He determined that he won't write to them or come to them with heaviness anymore as he did the first time, because he was straight up rebuking them, which they needed, you know. But verse 2, for if I make you sorry, who is he then that maketh me glad, but the same which is made sorry by me? So he's saying, if I continuously just make you sorry, who gonna make me glad, you know? Because he found joy in the Akim. So if you continuously beating up, you know, or not having balance, you know, you just want to get on, brothers, who gonna make you glad then? Because you getting on the brothers who Yahweh Shem Yahushua gave you to help comfort you. But you ain't doing what you need to be doing to comfort them. Now, verse 3, and I wrote the same unto you, lest when I came, I should have sorrow from them of whom I ought to rejoice, having confidence in you all that my joy is the joy of you all. So right, Apostle Paul is saying in verse 3 that he wrote that epistle unto them so that when he actually gets to them, when he sees them, that he may have joy in them and not sorrow. So he wrote to them in 1 Corinthians, rebuking them, but for the sake that when he see them, it'll be all good. It'll be all joy. Now, verse 4, for out of much affliction and anguish of heart, I wrote unto you with many tears. Right. Apostle Paul, sincere. He wasn't cussing them out just to be cussing them out. It was just that he had to, man. You know, he wrote that with many tears. Not that you should be grieved, but that ye might know the love which I have more abundantly unto you. And that's what we letting brothers know when we get on, brothers, when we comfort one another. It's all about love. This is a labor of love. Even when we go out on the streets and we talk to people who ain't seen before, and we say, hey, the Israelites, it's all out of love. Even if 2/3 of them got to be destroyed, we show that love to them, you know. But verse 5, but if any have caused grief, he has not grieved me, but in part that I may not overcharge you all. Sufficient to such a man is this punishment which was inflicted of many. So if one has caused grief, he's saying Apostle Paul he himself wasn't grieved as they were, and whatever punishment was afflicted unto him was sufficient. In verse 7, and that goes on in the camp. Hey, we have judgment within our camps, you know. You know, if it got to come down, it got to come down. But verse 7, so that contrariwise, you ought rather to forgive him and comfort him, lest perhaps such a one should be swallowed up with overmuch sorrow. So don't forget that part. Yes, we practice judgment when judgment got to come down. But contrary-wise, practice also mercy, you know, and comfort a brother so he won't be swallowed up with overmuch sorrow. Because, hey, we about building up the body, man, of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Now, if a nigga ain't shit, he need to go, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushua gonna get him out. But for brothers who really sincere, hey, man, the laborers are few, man. The harvest is many, but the laborers are few. So we working with what we got. The Lord ain't gave us what we got, and He want to see if we gonna work with it. He want to see if we gonna be merciful, if we gonna be patient as we need Him to be for us. You know, we can't forget that. You know, here's the book of Sirach, chapter 18, verse 16. Shall not the dew assuage the heat? Right, shall not the dew assuage the heat? You know, because it get hot, and the dew helps lessen the effect of it. So shall not the dew assuage the heat? So is a word better than a gift. Lo, is not a word better than a gift, but both are with a gracious man. And the point there, right there, is how good a word is, man. Sometimes, hey, and brothers could testify to it. A brother that calls you at the right time, or you call the brother and you through the spirit and power, Yahushua Yahushua, you heard exactly what your spirit needed, man. You know, whether you some shit done fucking went down, some tribulation, some stupid shit at your job or with your family, or you done fucking went off, or you done, you know, you feel bad because you ain't do as much videos or something that you wanted to have done, and then you get a good word from a brother, you know, and that's better than a gift, and both are with a gracious man, because we are charitable towards one another, which covers the multitude of sins. But a good word, man, a good word. Don't forget that part, man. Sometimes a brother needs that, you know, instead of just being so quick to cuss your brother out, and you know, make sure a brother understands. We got to make sure we you know, a brother go off, you want to make sure you understand his fault, you know, and how he could do better, bring us through the scriptures and experience, you know. And also, then, all right, brother, hey, let's keep going, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is with you. Yahweh Shem Yahushua love you, you know. Can't you see? And you give it examples. You might go into examples of a certain time the Lord brought you or that brother out of a situation, you know, to keep a brother pushing on, man. You know, it's one of those intangible lessons, you know. You know, we got to make sure we put our videos out. We got to make sure we out there on the streets, but also comfort, because what else a brother gonna get it from? Not this wicked ass real. You know, we get comfort from these scriptures first and foremost, and through the body. And this body is of Yahushua, and Yahushua is the word. So it all goes hand in hand. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 18, verse 25. Verse 25. With the merciful, thou wilt show thyself merciful. With an upright man, thou wilt show thyself upright. Right. So we walk upright, so the Lord show himself upright unto us, and we be merciful. We be merciful so that the Lord be merciful unto us. You know? Because you constantly, you know, you the one always got to get on a cuss out a brother. All right. Time and chance happen to every man. Let something happen to you. And then what you gonna want? You gonna want somebody to be there to comfort you and tell you, hey, bro, it's all right. Let's keep pushing, you know? Yeah, hey, you got different spirits. You got brothers as bold as a mug, and that's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But even, hey, time and chance happen to all men. So everybody needs mercy, man. We need mercy from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, so we ought to show that to one another, you know? Yes, we exhort one another. We admonish one another. And sometimes, yeah, we do have to get a little harsh on one another. And if a nigga fucked up, he gonna get out. The Lord gonna get him out anyways. But we also comfort the sincere Akim that's in this truth, man. Because, hey, these are men that's trying their best, man. Making their bodies living sacrifices for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, who we all serve. So remember to comfort these brothers, man. And with that, I give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to the hopeful elect out there. Shalom.